set my phone here, I thought,
Sophie?
I will
Yeah.
not forget.
Well,
where-
Brady's-
I mean, an up or two.
Oh, yeah, sounds
What
that,
happened to
Grady
your
hasn't
nose?
lost his upper teeth,
Okay.
and he'll be
You're
special.
just now asking her?
Well, I did earlier, but she didn't hear me.
I mean,
Did they burn it, freeze it, or?
They froze it and then they gave me some,
Look, you talk about stuff.
what in it?
I have lived out in so many years, my
You
arms.
better keep them covered.
Oh, I do now, but it's too late.
Sam, didn't
Have
they
you had
ask
it
you,
checked?
No,
didn't
I
they
know
put,
what it is.
didn't they give you a prescription
well,
for cream and you
if
put
you
them
lean
on, you
toward
put
the
that cream on
spotting
your
and
arms for
everything, if that
several
leans toward
days,
melanoma,
just rubbed it on
which
like
could be
lotion?
fixed just like that, if it's cotton time,
Under the
it's not gonna
sun?
fool
Or
around.
whatever they
Look,
saw on your
I'm just
arm,
saying.
you
Can
use
you
the
see?
cream and they
Yes, I
stabbed
can.
over
You
it
have
and
your
some of
glasses?
it peeled off.
Feel right there.
I don't,
Yeah,
I
I
know,
do.
I don't feel,
It's
I
not,
don't
it's
feel,
not contagious.
I know that, I just can't stand to
I
touch
know,
boo
but
boos.
I'm talking about your arms.
Feel, see that?
I can
right
tell
there?
it's a
Randy,
crazy
that's
place.
That's
I
a
just
small
told him,
Years ago.
You better go.
But they're all over.
if you don't go have that checked out, you're not,
I think it's
you're
bigger,
not
I
smart.
maybe it's
See
got
those
bigger. or
flaky
something.
spots?
Yeah,
Did you go see
and I asked her when I was in there the other
Feel that
day,
one right
I
there.
said, well, when do I just ignore it? She said, when you peel it off and it keeps coming back.
Well, I've
You
been
don't-
peeling these off for
You don't
15
ignore,
years.
well, you don't ignore it. That's
Well,
what
no,
she
I'm
was
peeling them
saying.
off.
It's pre
Cancer.
melanoma,
that.
well then why don't you have it checked out?
You're only gonna make it so far, Carol.
Well, you could be like Mom Brown and live to be virtually, pretty much happy until the end when she was on another planet. She was probably happy then. But she was also healthy, or
There's nothing they
You
can
can
do
go
about
that
this
way.
except burn my whole arms.
No, they will freeze it and then she'll give you.
Well, that's
there's
what
a
Mark was gonna
million
have
of them.
done.
so you want the alternative?
See it?
This, yeah.
I didn't know you were so fair.
Oh, I did, Randy's pretty fair.
Well, you
I mean,
can,
he's not like Irish
No, I
fair.
don't mean he's lily white
Burn
looking,
easy,
but
though.
I didn't know you were fair and that
More
sensitive
like
to the
Daddy.
sun.
Daddy had a fair complexion.
Daddy did.
We all
You
do.
and Jamie got
I
more
don't-
Mom
I
Brown.
mean,
We all do,
I don't
really.
have that.
I am like, more like Daddy. Carol and Jamie are more like you and
and
Mom Brown.
Cindy's.
And Cindy's very fair.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's probably more fair than all of us.
Mhm.
Fairer than all of us.
Sit over here.
Why, you
That
have
glare,
that on camera?
that glare behind you in the door.
I'll shut the blind. I gotta go to bed.
I wish that ear would do something.
Like
Well,
this?
thank goodness I haven't had that, Judy.
I can hear the echo. It drives me crazy.
I've had
a-
tinnitus lately.
Oh, listen,
Bad.
this ear right here, I've got 5% hearing in it.
That's
I'll
not
tell
good.
you.
And the
this,
other 90 is like, but it's been this way for a long time, so I don't pay any attention
Oh,
to it.
really?
But you
You
talk
know, I
about
think she's
ringing,
had that a
if
long
I think
time.
She
about it,
wears a hearing aid.
Were
And
they
she
good?
does too.
Silly
Were they,
loud.
Yeah.
what caused it?
dove hunting,
Really? Oh, I thought you were gonna say in the service. But did you do any,
I didn't kill anybody in the service.
but did you do any shooting?
I was a pilot.
I did.
We'll tell you maybe.
Sounds good, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Well,
Seriously, I mean,
ladies,
did you do,
politicians we elect embellish.
did
Oh,
you do any
wow.
shooting?
The head of the VA
Can't get a word in.
telling the ranger,
I'm not telling you.
remember in the hearing, and I'm like, dude,
Like there aren't any records? Unbelievable.
unreal.
Except for
Actually, it's not unreal, it's
except for
stupid.
the low informed never asked.
Sophie,
That's a good picture.
I know she almost looks Middle Eastern.
She,
Catherine said,
well,
she
your
was,
grandchildren look like little Palestinians.
yeah, they
Just
have.
Lydia.
That's not a bad thing.
Just Lydia.
That's not a bad
Sam's
thing.
grand.
Oh,
Wait, how
wow.
many do you
She's
have?
Cuban, no wonder.
How many grandchildren? You're not sure?
One,
Well, here's how, I asked Sam how many, he goes,
she doesn't know. Yeah.
not sure.
Well, we talking
Now, I didn't
legal?
ask you how many children you had, Sam, I can see you questioning.
Are we talking legal or green card? You brought a lawyer from
Wait,
Honduras
Cox
to work
doesn't
for
he
you.
have two? Just
He
the
has
one
two
little
kids
girl?
and one little granddaughter.
Just, I meant one grandchild and she is a beauty. Bertha.
Ah,
I like that.
I told somebody
Send it
before we
to
were
me.
arguing about Muslims, and I said, well, if you want to dress like this, and I did that.
Have you dressed
That's
up your
weird.
little,
I'll mail it to you.
have you dressed up your little
Seriously,
grandkids like
do.
little pals? You should
I'll
do
it right
that.
now.
Isn't that good though, just to glance
Who is
at?
that?
That's my sister Julie.
Is that you?
Yes, you knew that.
You look like,
That's what we were just talking
Lara
about.
Logan in that picture.
Who's that?
She's beautiful.
What does
She's
she-
sick too.
What does she do?
What's wrong?
She's in the hospital again from that when she got beat up in the square in
And
Egypt.
raped.
Oh,
She's
that
not over.
reporter?
The one
60
that-
Minutes.
that, like raped her with her hands.
She was back in the hospital
Oh,
again
it's
last week.
Horrible. I couldn't believe she actually came back and tried to work.
As a result of injuries? Wow,
Mhm.
still.
She is a beauty, and she's so professional. I mean, y'all might know stuff
Well,
about her
they
that
hate
I
her.
shouldn't like. Who
There's
hates
certain
her?
people that hate her because of, they said now I'll tell you somebody that's getting on my nerves.
Why, is she a super liberal? She
No,
doesn't
no,
hold
but
it
they said
against
she
what they did to her?
falsified some reporting to
Oh, I don't know
enhance the
anything about
story,
that.
like Dan Rather didn't.
Dan Rather or Brian Williams?
Well,
Both of 'em.
you know, Brian was the biggest of all recently.
What a hoot.
Oh, I have been really
Stupid
using him lately.
joke.
They talked about, here's another, this is the kind of tweet I do.
This little
Somebody's
girl's
talking
like
about the
Sam's.
$500 million worth of weapons we sent to some rebel group over there and they lost track of them. And then the Houthis took over Yemen and they were still talking about the missing arms and I said Brian Williams sold them to the Houthis. And they just go crazy when I write
That's
stuff
good.
like that.
That's good. Where do you post it?
Twitter.
I was gonna say, 'cause there's nothing on your Facebook. I looked the
I
other
don't do
day.
Facebook. Mm-mm.
But
I don't even get on
I set
Facebook.
Blair up a Facebook page so she can message her dad, 'cause they can't call him.
Now, this girl right here
I'm
embarrassed
serious.
herself the other day, and she got
I'm sure
scalded
what I
on
would do
Twitter
on
for
there
it.
As I was
Andrea
saying,
Tantera.
I made a page for Blair just so she can message.
She was tweeting, and she put on there,
And she was thrilled.
I swear,
Greg was
something
out
about
of
Obama.
sight thrilled.
Instead of spelling it S-W-E-A-R, she spelled it S-W-A-R-E.
Even
And then she doubled down on
For
it
an
as if it was
international
correct, and
plan
she
that
got
you
it
can stop
upside her
anytime,
head. You ever
know,
watch her
it's
on
not- I didn't do a
that
contract
morning show?
for a lengthy amount of time.
Outnumbered?
Yes.
And I try not to watch
She
them.
thinks she is.
They're so
He was,
silly.
uh,
And they have to get vulgar every single day.
Did you hear what Dr. Avlo said about Michelle?
He
Obama?
Said she was
Brandon
too-
tried to
she could
Skype on
afford to
Brandon.
lose a few.
Well, he told the truth. He said, if you're fat, don't ask me if you're fat.
And they managed to, but you couldn't really see what they were doing. It was like this, you know, so Greg was writing out the messages, how are you, that type thing.
Just died.
He said there's no place on the earth that he knew of that's more difficult to reach by phone than Jamaica from a cell in the US because of its, help me. He said it's like trying to place a call to Nigeria
Why?
because there's so many hackers and creeps out there that bleed people for money, like Craigslist,
I hate
for example.
Craigslist.
Well, lately, anyway, there was a house out Thomasville Road for about
Getting a lot of business.
$950 a month,
Yeah?
which is, I could never afford. And I was thinking of somebody, so, and not my daughter. Anyway, so I checked
Woohoo.
it out, and it was a gorgeous house, double garage, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, manicured like out of a
For
magazine.
$9.50 in Tallahassee?
But it wasn't like out of the magazine, I like Elegant Homes and all that. Anyway, I would have looked at it and thought, there's no way these people would ask less than $2,000 to rent it.
Right,
Because it was it was like 2,300 square feet
right.
and the 4 bedrooms and all that. 900 to rent that house, 950 to rent it.
Where is it?
So I replied, and I get this
It was a
response
scheme.
back immediately. He's a physician, he and his family have gone to serve God in some country. And
Here we go.
while they lived in Tallahassee, this house was their prized possession. So they want to rent it to someone who would care for it as their own. And there were misspellings all through it and grammatical, and I'm reading it going, ain't no way this person's a US citizen, and if they are, they just made it. They can't spell, they can't do a sentence, okay. fill out this application.
There
So
you go.
just for the heck of it, I did, but I didn't put any they wanted social and all that, I didn't do that. I just put my name.
You'd be surprised at the people that do that.
Listen, I know, I put my name,
No, you wouldn't be.
my phone number,
Real number?
Tallahassee, yeah.
You pay them your phone
I don't
number.
care if I get a call.
But you know what, they'll spoof it. Do you know what that means? You'll get 500 spam emails a day.
The only thing
Phone
I've
calls.
sent them is porn.
Yeah.
Yes,
Goodness.
I'm serious.
See what I'm saying?
And I never connected it to,
Now you gotta change your number.
Or just look at it.
There's an option. You may,
I've never seen stuff.
it may change your
I
life.
have- I have never.
But anyway, go ahead,
You
Carol.
might quit
The
going to
first
church.
pictures I got, it did change my life.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe
I
I didn't
couldn't
take
eat
place
for
in
2
this
days.
house.
You'll wake up every day and go, I'm glad tomorrow's
I
Friday.
couldn't eat for 2 days.
But
So, I fill out their little dummy application.
It's sweet
And I
tea,
get a
and it just makes you
reply.
want more and more and more.
Congratulations,
You want more.
we are willing to rent our beloved home to you.
Tea?
Blah, 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 blah. Please
Why are you so
send,
thirsty?
Okay.
from you, you
It's a-
sound like
Work out
that's
this
my
morning.
second. From you, we will accept half the original
You were
deposit we
listening, you changed that
requested.
to-
By now, bells are going off in my
I
head.
wish you were listening anyway.
wow.
So, and sent to Nigeria.
Wonder why that happens if you said.
Money order to Nigeria. So
Tomorrow's
what
Easter.
Greg was
Which religion
telling
am I on?
Brandon,
Exactly.
she said Jamaica, and then I got on Skype with him. So it was virtually me talking to Greg on the phone because he couldn't see my face. And I said, why couldn't I, this was around Christmas, I said, the kids just want to talk to you. And I tried to set, I did the international one on my phone so we could talk. He just started laughing. He said, Carol, there's no way. He said, that's like a scam from, he named Nigeria, he said Jamaica is probably worse than Nigeria.
Every
And I
other ad
thought
on
of that
Craigslist
story
is a
about these
scam.
Craigslist people wanting me to send them a money order to Nigeria. So back to that story, I wrote them back and I said,
Tell them
Yeah,
you're
you should
reporting
read
them
it.
right
You
then and
should
there
read
this
it.
year.
I wrote back, I said, no, in good conscience, I could not send you only half the deposit. In fact, I am willing to double the deposit. I'm also willing to pay at least twice what you are asking for the rental of this beloved home, because I have a very
So
wealthy
now
aunt.
you're scamming them.
I went to
Two
a
wrongs
very
don't make a right.
Wealthy aunt who lives with me, and she can pay for housekeeping and the landscape. I just, I was ready to give them $100,000.
You give them all your money.
What is this?
And I said,
Peach or
please
apple, something.
resend, as
It's
I
probably
was,
good, but I'm
not- My
please
kids were eating
resend.
You know, they sell this at
Where you
Sunny
need
think
at,
somebody bought
the
it.
they
address where I
sell
need to
this
send
at,
my money order to you in Nigeria.
what is that
They
country
write-
place everybody
They
likes
write
to
me
eat?
back.
Country,
And this is all email.
No,
They email me
they
back.
have them everywhere.
Cracker Barrel.
Yes, they
Send
sell
it
these
to
at the
your
Cracker Barrel.
effing
Like
grandparents.
an order of fried
in hell,
apples.
Dumbass bitch.
Who brought these fried apples?
And I looked at it, and then I looked at it again. I was like,
Mama, wave at the camera.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, no,
you know,
Wayne.
So I had to have a laugh